is soft, turn the key and cooler on. Push the pause for relief. Free pass, you don't even have to ask to be the cat in the sun. Someday I will see the whole deal through. Today I've got better things to do. Okay, to leave a little bit undone and be the cat in the sun. Be the cat in the sun. Set aside every empty spreadsheet line and loosen up on the grind. Simmer down, settle back and mess around. Be the cat in the sun. Someday I will see the whole deal through. Today I've got better things to do. Okay, to leave a little bit undone. Be the cat in the sun. Be the cat in the sun. Stretch out, lean back, be the cat. Stretch out, lean back, be the cat. Appalachian sunrise meets my skin. Even with my eyes still closed, I can feel it coming in. Golden, golden, I'll follow only golden, golden,
Hello.
golden, golden things. Mountain laurel high fives for miles in spring. Rainbow trout and a hummingbird wing. Golden, I'll follow only golden. Golden, golden things.
Yeah, hello. You have to give me a second. Still not ready. So much to do. Continue looking at black screen for a moment. And I shall try. Okay. I'm a professional. I'm literally professional. I know everything. I know how to do. There we go. Hi everyone. I'm pro at this. Let me turn off studio mode. Bomb. How do I sort this video image out? It's a little bit wide. Here's a 16mm lens after all. Ooh, that'll do. That works. That's okay. Let me move this. Let me move that. That's better. That's better. That'll do for now, right? I kind of want to highlight messages, but I'm struggling with that. Yo, Samdy Sam, hello. I got your text message. What did you send me? That was rude, Sam. Soup, hello. Stephen Alexandra, amazing. Lola P. Actually, I'm joking, of course, by the way. I know no one here is hard of humour. Let me do that one down, that one up. This one has to come way down because feedback. See, this is. Yeah, I'm professional. You think? Hello. Yeah, I have the chat on my iPad, so I can see stuff. Autistic, how's it going? Carolina Siegel. Carolina Siegel, hello, welcome. See, I can read like this. So I'm like a news anchor or whatever. TJ, my bro, how's it going? Ashley, I'm a professional YouTuber. Don't try any of this at home. It's terrifying. M Stefan Art, hello. I'm glad you could join us. You want to hang on for a little bit? Anonymous says, Happy Pride Month, everyone. Happy Pride Month, everybody. Those of you celebrating, what are you doing for Pride Month? I have a Pride wallpaper on my watch. Definitely terrifying indeed. Yeah. Was it your right. I'd like somebody to own up, please. So I got a bit of mail in the post. I have some mail. Do mail time. Nice early mail time. Oops. Sorry, everyone. What's that? Sorry, I can't read. Chat disconnected. Please wait while we try to reconnect you. Successfully reconnected. Well, okay. The homogeneous chat just got disconnected and then reconnected. And I can't read the thing on the screen because my eyes are not amazing. I mean, they're good enough. They're better than they were, but it's still like... Right. Eventually, I'm going to resemble that old dude from, what was it called? Something Falls? Gravity Falls? Gravity Falls sounds like a documentary about cats. House cats. Right. Okay. So, I got sent this really cool thing. A few really cool things. One of them hasn't been opened. One of them I did open. Might go to my first Pride, but I don't know, but a bit too social for me. Do you know something? Like, I wonder, somebody left a comment on my YouTube videos recently, and I read it, and it says something along the lines of, like, we need to organize, we need to have, like, a march or something or whatever. And it's like, how the hell would we ever do that? This might be our downfall, by the way, but I feel like organization, we're going to have to, like, hook up with the Pride folks. We're gonna have a anything that involves marching down the street, we're gonna have to, like, tag on. But in the corner, we can have a float, I suppose. Modesty Hayes, hello. Have I got a new hairdo? Kind of. So yeah, before going to surgery, I had my hair cut really short because I didn't want it getting in the way, and I kind of get really annoyed. I don't want to say overstimulated because obviously that can mean a number of different things, but like, it was a feeling I really don't like, and it drives me to distraction, which is often why you'll see me wearing lots of, like, wax in my hair, you know, to kind of keep the hair off my skin. So anyway, yeah, so I went and had that done because there was no way I was going to go through all of that stuff without, you know, just cut my hair short, just get rid of it. And then, yeah, and I've kind of kept it short since, so it is summer as well. Thank you very much, Autistic. That's really kind of you. I was thinking autism should have a visibility parade, but getting a large group of autists to even attend a parade could be... We could just say it's like a con or something, like a Comic Con, or a legally distinct Comic Con, mobile. That could work. The other thing we could do is we could say it's like a board game festival. We could put like crochet. Like we need to design this float. It would have to have yarn on the back to catch all of the. I was going to say cats. Then I was going to say autisticats. Then I was going to say, you know, the crochet people. Those. Auticon, yeah, but like with Spider-Man. Layla, I'm glad your dog is better. It's not so nice when our furry friends are unwell. Hello. I mentioned yarn and Claire arrives. Like literally, I can summon Claire just by dangling yarn. Do you know what I mean? Get in my van, Claire. I have yarn. Too much? Too much. Right, so I got sent this from eBay earlier. It had eBay written on the parcel. This is how I know it's from eBay. But so who posted me something from eBay? Because by doing so, I don't know who you are. Sorry if that's like throwing it out there for potential trolling. But no, it's true, right? So you sent me something, but obviously therefore, you know, doesn't have anything identifiable of you on there. So I don't have your name or anything like that. But thank you. If you recognize this, then let me know. It comes from this cool shop. Give them a plug. Why not? Hashtag not sponsored, but it looks cool. They make all kinds of cool little things. There you go. Very nice. And so I have a one of one. This is forever one of one. It's actually really cool. I like it, but it is a one of one, so it's not like I can give it away. It's in like solid acrylic. I don't know if it's laser cut or what. Pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I have one and no one else does. I feel like I want a few of these, so then I could give them away, you know? Because they're kind of cool. I like that. I like that. Don't drop it. Or it'll be 0-1. No. It's dude. It's solid. Like, I'm not trying to break it. But I do bend things a lot. I don't know, does anyone else do that? Does anyone else, like, if you have a pen or something, you just like test it to destruction? Like you just want to, you know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, it's solid. It's solid acrylic. Very fashionable. I like it. If I ever forget who I am, thank you very much. Super kind. I don't know who to say thank you to. Reveal yourself, please. Also this, and you may notice it has not been fully opened. So, it's good to put a label on yourself before you leave the house in case you get lost. It's a guess that someone could find me and return me home. Mike, you summoned her. Yeah, I did. I was talking about yarn earlier. That's why I made the joke about the getting my van. I have yarn, but it is true. I do have yarn. Actually, no, I don't have yarn. Do you know what? Actually, that's not true. I have a little bit of yarn. I have a tiny bit of yarn. Nah. It's not going to be tempting enough, is it, really? This is very cool. Right, let's have a little look. Because I don't know. I haven't opened this much. I've opened the outside packaging because it had address labels on and stuff. But this inside packaging looks safe for YouTube. Dr. Cruds, how's it going? Thanks to the bubble wrap to get around the rest. I know, right? Bubble wrap is cool. We learnt last week in the after party, which is the members only live stream version of this, that the bubble wrap was originally designed as wallpaper. Bubble wrap was this was originally wallpaper. And you think, what? Can't be. But yeah, apparently. Right. Therapy paper. Oh, writing. Right, you've got me. So you send a note with pictures of cats on it. It's like, okay, let's do the pictures of cats. I do like a note. Right. We have a problem. We have a problem. This is very small writing. I don't know. I would show it to the screen, but I don't know if it should be shown to the screen. Do you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to use Quinn's reading glasses. I've got Quinn's reading glasses. M. Stefano. I can read it. Excellent. I don't know if that is intended to be like, you got this, or if you're saying I can do this to the screen. Because I don't think I can read it. I think so. I think you guys have to read it, do we? I've got Quinn's reading glasses, so I'm going to switch over and have a go. It is mildly depressing. If you guys want to read this to me, I'll try and read it. I'll try and read it. Okay. We shall remove these. I shall stare into the lights. These belong to Quinn, by the way. Actually, they don't. They're me. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's weird. Oh my god, I'm a Cyclops. What the hell is that? Oh my god, that's freaking scary. Hang on, wait. Oh, sorry, it's like... That's weird. Oh my god, that's weird. Okay, right, I'm going to try these. It's a ransom note for the cats. No, it can't be, because that's when you have the stuff stuck on. It's not a ransom note. Having said that, I've got all of them except for this one. This is Sam's cat. Sam's got one of these. And this one. I don't have this one and this one, but I've got that one. I've got that one. I need this one. I've got that one. I don't have that one, and I've got that one. If we're playing bingo. Right. Oh god, that actually, do you know what's actually, that is a bit depressing, you know, because I can read now. That is depressing. That's actually depressing. Reading glasses are depressing. Apologies to anyone who needs reading glasses, like me, now. Okay, the only thing I've ever read with these reading glasses is a menu in a pub. And now this lovely note. From Ireland, it says, "Hi Mike, I hope your eye is doing better." It is, thank you. I made you a little thing. She is a Flabellina affinis, one of my favourite nudibranchs that I encountered often when I was a scuba diving teacher in South France, which is obviously not intended to make me jealous or anything. But like, that's incredible. That's amazing. Okay. I hope she'll give you, so I've got good focus with these reading glasses. They're +1s. And if I put stuff like here, okay, so like this sort of distance away, that is actually a lot easier to read. Like, that's way better. I'd really struggle to read that now. I think partly it might just be the eye healing, but also I happen to know that my lenses in my eyeballs have been built for 40 centimeter sort of reading distance. So that's quite far away, especially for somebody that's quite short-sighted. So like 40 centimeters is like this. Whereas, you know, I'm used to reading things like this. I shit you not. Like, I'm used to reading things like that. And I just don't anymore. Like, right, okay. Like, my Kindle is like supposed to be a monocle for Mike. Oh, it was, do you know what? It was going to have to be a monocle. Just see where I went for. Leanne, welcome. All right, let's carry on with this. I'm not dragging it out. I'm just, because I want to see what's in the package now. I hope she'll give you a bit of joy in these hard times. Thank you very much. Your videos and lives are helping me a lot in my life, so I wanted to give you something as a thank you for existing. Do you know something? Like, I've done nothing, really. Being you and sharing that with us, thank you. Marie Stefan, autisticat, M Stefan on YouTube and Discord. P.S. I also put in some cards of my drawings, and if you're interested, my Insta is Marie Stefan Art. Per your username here. Very cool. Very cool. Do you know what's weird? Do you know what is like quite strange? If I hold this up here like this, I can read that off my screen better than I can read it with my own eyes. I don't know. That feels a bit sad to me, but I am grateful for vision, however insofar it works. Ooh, this is exciting. I've done nothing with my ass. I have not done anything with your ass, TJ. But the honest to God truth is I haven't. Put things in perspective for a second. I'm a guy who makes videos on YouTube, and honestly, I mean, literally, you are to blame for this, because like I started off as a software engineer, like who makes YouTube videos every now and again, and now I am making YouTube videos like all the time. Like so that's on you. That's on you. That's your fault. It's entirely your fault. I mean that very generally, as to like everyone who watches the channel, subscribes, whatever. But I mean that specifically to the people on this live stream. You know who you all are. So this is your fault. This is what I'm saying. Right. I don't know if I need these. But this is cool. Oh, here's the art. Ah, I saw these before the stream. I sort of saw the back of one of these, and I'm like, oh, it was the butterfly. Yeah, I sort of saw the back of the butterfly like that, and I'm like, well, that's kind of cool. We're doing a bit of an art show and tell here. This, I know what this one is. This, everyone, is a bird. This is a bird. I'm not actually going to use these as postcards. I'm actually going to keep them. Because obviously this is... What was it saying? The monochromatic series. I thought it said monotropic series. right here. I thought it said monotropic series. Very cool. This is a tree, or somebody's getting electrocuted today. It's a pretty butterfly. Pretty little flutterby. Pretty. I like. My favourite is probably the bird. My favourite is the bird. Thank you. This is cool. Right. Anything else going to drop out of here? We'll just do the thing. I can see the thing on the screen now. I can see it on the screen. Looks cool. Looks very cool. I'm partial to a little slug. I'm partial to a little slug action, I have to say. I can turn this around. I can show it to you. Oh, listen. That is cool! I love it! It's only this way up because it's got writing on the back. Just making sure it wasn't personal, you know what I mean? It's canvas! Look at that! Sorry, I'm holding it so I can read it. I'll hold it the right way up. Although there's no real right way up for nudibranchs. There you go, that's the right way up. this is the right way up. I promise. Yeah. Very, very beautiful. Amazing. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. It's an oil painting. Yeah. I literally was like quite shocked by the sort of texture of it, because you can feel the... Yeah, it's not a print. It's an original. It's an OG. I can feel the oil. It's literally, you know, I can feel the... You don't get that off a print. It's real. Cool. Super, super talented. Do you know what's like kind of fun is... Well, first of all, I think it's beautiful. It's amazing. But like the fun thing is like I have a collection of nudibranchs, and it's like it's gonna confuse people when they come to the autism channel and they find these nudibranchs like sea slugs. Yeah. I mean, cats are everywhere, but like nudibranchs are cute. Thank you so much. And it's really, really pretty, really beautiful, and free stim toy. Amazing. Thank you very, 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 very much. Oh, right. They make my eyes go a bit weird. I'm going to put these back on. That's better. Right. Okay. Let me pop him here for now. Okay. It's not central, but if I move it there, then you can see it. Actually, it might have been better where it was. There we go. Better? Too far? I'm sort of in the way, aren't I? But it's safe there because it's like music stand. Right. Yeah, it reminds me of like a snoot photograph, you know, like if you use a snoot, which looks like a long plastic kind of nose with a flash, you get that kind of effect. You get like the nudibranch all lit up and stuff, and everything goes to black around it. Looks like it's floating in the sky. And a box for the cats, yeah. Oh, the cats have already had the box. The cats already had the box. The cats had the box before I even opened it. Right. Yeah, tea. Sorry. I know I was going a lot. I'm just like trying to read. Oh, I am super grateful for Vision, but it's still odd right now, honestly. Snoot micro lens, you mean? No, I don't. Well, yeah, I mean a macro lens, for sure. Not, you know, always a macro lens, but the snoot is like it goes on the flash rather than on the lens itself. It's just on the flash, and it just illuminates the tiny little circle. It's really weird. They're like it goes onto the flash head, the strobe. It goes. It's this plastic thing, and it goes. I've not used one. I've seen people use them. And yeah, it makes this tiny little circle of light. And if you put that on the nudibranch, so if you look up pictures of nudibranchs, by the way, and you see them floating like they're in space, like this picture here, those are often like being photographed with a snoot, because it's like the nudibranch must think it's an alien abduction or something. Are the halos still there? Yeah, they are, yeah. I mean, it's not so bad in general day-to-day, general life or whatever. But driving, you notice them. You notice them around like street lights. So we've got some LED fairy lights in the hall, and those fairy lights look like little pretty Christmas baubles. They look prettier with the halos than without. Like they actually look like really pretty little baubles, you know. Which they're not supposed to look like pretty bubbles. But they do. Where are the meow meows? I can summon the meow meows if you want to see a meow meow. Like a zoom for the flash. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, kind of. It just makes a tiny little circle. And you just put the nudibranch in that little circle. I hope they just get more weird. Yeah. I mean, you know, it's not all bad. So it makes lights look pretty. Looks like I'm ready for the beach. It kind of does, right? So I was wearing a different shirt earlier, but it made me look a little bit like a waiter. What's Doogie doing? Trolling the stream. Is Doogie subbing and unsubbing just to make it do that? Does it work? Can you try it, Doogie? Genuinely. How is Pippa? Pippa's great. Right. Okay. I have a birthday for Pippa. I actually have her birthday now. So what do people think in terms of her age? Like, I know we had some people say 3 months. Some people said like 2 months or whatever. Okay. She was born on the 5th of March. So it's the 2nd of June now. So we'll call it the 5th. So she's basically 3 months old. Yeah. And that's just really shocking. Oh, if you want kitty cats, I can summon them. There's none in here now. I'm still bending my head over to look at the chair as usual suspect, or one of the cat beds. There's 2 big fluffy cat beds there, plus a blanket, plus a plushie over there, which I sometimes sleep on, and then obviously the fish tank. I sometimes sleep on that as well. But if I open the door, I've got the door closed. But if I open the door, Saber will open the door. I'm tilting my head. Happy birthday if it's your birthday today. Melissa, you just look really cool today. I'm conscious that I probably look like a dog being shown a card trick right now. Yes, please get the cats. Yes. Not interested in you can go. It's just the cats, please. Just bring on the cats. My version of the cats is over 50 tortoises. 50 tortoises. One of my husband's godfathers asked who could have them for his granddaughter. No, they're not. They're not sweets. We want cats. No cat feels like a duty. To be fair, it is actually suspiciously quiet on the cat front right now. Like, where are they? My kids are February 21st, so close. Wow, Claire. Your cats are at the right sort of size and shape, whereas Pippa has obviously been sort of undernourished. No shade intended here, but like when Pippa arrived, she was that big in a cardboard box and way too small. I thought she must have just been maybe 6 weeks or something. I'll go get her, or a replacement, an alternative. I'll be like a shopper that will substitute. I'll substitute your cat for you for a similar one of a similar price. Let me just hang on. I've got treats, right? So I think if I hang on. Okay, there's no treats in those drawers. Give me a second. All right, I have some treats now. I've got a treat. Spin the wheel, which cats will come. All right, let's spin the wheel or shake the bag. Who's going to be the first? Okay, there's a fuck ton of cats now. We're all here. Sorry for the swearing. I feel bad saying a rude word when Claire's around. Okay, here we go. Saber. I'm gonna now hide the chat. I'll make the chat small, and then I'll move you up there. That's okay, isn't it? I'll just put you up there, like that. There you go. Sabes. Looks a bit dark to me, the screen. Let me just, because I've got my sunnies on, I'll put the lights up. Okay, please tell me that's better. Is that better? It doesn't make much of a difference to me. Anyone experience VSS like? I don't. Sorry, I can't help right now. Let me just move that and this. I made a note about the channel banner, by the way. Are you guys trying to get a Camageddon out of this? Right. So we have someone wake Polly. I know, right? I know. I always feel a bit bad. Polly's got a great sense of smell, though. What's this? Okay, curse as much as you please. If when you call it cursing, it does make me feel bad. It's not really... Ow. Hydra, baby. Baby. Say hello. Yeah, say hi. Say hi. Hydra. Are you annoyed? Are you angry with me? Ow. You got your claws stuck in my shirt. Right, here you go. I have now detached the claw. This is Hydra, everyone. And Hydra is not interested. Hydra wants snacks. This is a cat. Do you think this cat needs snacks? Have you seen how big it is? Do you think this cat actually needs snacks? Like, she's like a... Does this cat look like it needs snacks? Hydra does remind us all to eat lots of dry food really fast. I'm going to switch cameras, I think. I need to set up a second camera again. Okay, so we got... Who have we got? We got Sabes. I don't know who this one is. Oh, that's Dotty. That's Dotty's bottom. And Dotty's front end is eating snacks. That's that. Dotty's like, do what you want. My mouth is eating snacks. And... Oscar. Okay, here. This baby is Tosca. Wrong end, this end. Hi. Tosca. Do not be alarmed, I have a platinum cat handling certificate. Okay. Thank you for the exchange of your dignity in exchange for some treats. Lucy, I see it's Hydra, Saber. Saber won't move, Saber will stay here. Jasper is out there somewhere. Anna's out there somewhere. Kitten is somewhere. Bedroom probably. Kitten hasn't been bell trained yet, so Kitten does not know how to come to the bell. So if we did a Catmageddon, the kitten wouldn't know. Neither would Polly, to be fair. Tosca's face says what I would let him do for treats. Basically, yeah. This is the exchange. This is this is how. This is the exchange. We also have other treats in here. We have some... I mean, none of this is vegan. Chicken and duck. Okay, here you go. Have some chicken and duck. I've just cleaned this desk as well. Chicken and duck, Hydra, baby? No? Where am I at? Oh, one of the cats is my name. Lucy. Yeah, Lucy. Okay, and then these things. All my cats have been torties. Matsukaze, wow. Torties have got their own interesting thing going on. For sure. Okay, Sabes. Eat that way so people can see your very pretty face. It doesn't have lots of cat licky stick all over it. He reminds me of Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon. Just his face, you know? Two slightly different approaches to eating treats. Gross. Gross. Ugh. Stinks. It's gross, this stuff. Right, I'm going to go wash my hands now. Kim would probably notice the crowd of cats running and follow. That's actually true. That is almost certainly the case. I think she'll pick up on this very quickly. There you go, Hydra. There you go. I've just put cat treats on Hydra. There you go. Over here, guys. Right. You know, if anyone with Genies is watching. Blah. Yeah, totally like Toothless. Can probably notice the yeah. I've never had a tortie. Torties are odd. Well, I think all cats are odd, but torties are odd in a tortie way. It's hard to explain. Torties have their own unique combo of sweet and goofy. Yeah, that's kind of what I mean. I mean, all cats kind of do. I can't really explain it about torties. Well, first, I mean, they are predominantly girls. Good start for 30 minutes of mild chaos. Thank you, Owen Light. Yeah, phew. Wow, should we talk about autism or something? Oh, the neurotypicals, huh? Sabes, you need to eat like normal food, not just treats, not just dreamies. Oscar, okay. I have thought there was still bread. Chaos adjacent, yeah, chaos adjacent. Fairly calm, to be honest. Now, I do have things planned. I know I said I don't normally plan stuff, but that's not actually true. Because I do... Sabes! Sorry, it is now must clean the work area or the cat area. We will take a quick 2-minute break. I want to refresh my tea. I really want a cup of tea. What? Yeah, sorry, just having a conversation here. Utavid was excellent. Yeah, thanks. Between us here on the live stream, you guys okay with that low quality editing in terms of like, because there was no way that Uta video turned into a bit of an audio podcast, I guess. There was nothing really to see except my face. So I normally put more effort into showing stuff. I think if it's like about one study or something or one thing that's happened, I'm quite happy to do all the editing. But it takes days, you know? It literally takes days to edit a YouTube video. That Uta one took me 1 day to do. And after that, I was just like, right, that's it. I can go live now. I'm not doing anymore. so it's like, I've got like all my sources, which I normally screenshot and stuff, but I'm like, oh, fuck it. Sorry about that, guys. It was just a case of like, you know, it needs to be done. I am actually, I wasn't planning on doing that. But the Uta video really wound me up. I think a few people in the comments accused me of like clipping her badly to make her sound bad or whatever. And I promise you I didn't. I promise you I did not clip it to make Uta sound bad. Honestly, like the only thing I did do is I clipped some of it because quite a lot of it was the interviewer talking. Like actually quite a lot of that interview was actually the interviewer who I thought did a pretty good job. I thought the interviewer did an okay job. I mean, I would have done it differently, but I thought the interviewer did an okay job, right? No shade. It did all right, did good, and probably did better than me. It's not a competition. It's just like, I just wish he pushed Uta a little bit more on a couple of things. Obviously mentioning masking and stuff is fine, but it's like, okay, well, if Uta wants to disregard masking, then she also has to disregard a hell of a lot of other stuff. You know, I think it's possibly fair enough if you're of the opinion that a lot of this stuff is fuzzy bullshit. But okay, but it does mean you're throwing out an awful lot, depending on where you draw the line. Psychology, for example, it's not really a science. I mean, it kind of does have science, but it's not really. Cue people getting angry with me now, but it's like, it's not like, hey, we're going to land something on the moon. It's like, this is our best guess to explain these behaviors. This is our best explanatory model for these behaviors. And obviously it changes all the time. And I have my own opinions. I have my own hot takes. I tried to keep them out of that particular video. But yeah, you know, maybe they are beating up the wrong tree. Maybe the whole fact that they're trying to, I say there's an entire kind of culture around this, trying to needlessly pathologize what I think are just kind of natural human behaviors and traits. For the most part, I'm not saying, you know, obviously extremes exist and so on and so on and so on and so on, and what about this and what about that and blah, 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 blah. But like, I think it's kind of a difficult one. If you wanted to, for example, try and pathologize a race, for instance, as has been done in the past, particularly by the psychological sciences and the human sciences, I should say, they don't have a great track record of the whole, hey, you appear to be black. That means this. I mean, you know, quite a lot of the psychological sciences are are like that. Well, it's very similar in some respects to much of the critique and much of the work looking into autism. A lot of it is based on such a shaky foundation. It's really quite wild. Or you could literally say something like, men are like this, women are like this. Therefore, pathologize those assigned female at birth for doing sit-down wheeze. Oh, that's a deficit because we only have stand-up urinals in this town. It's that sort of a thing. It's like, what the hell? Like, just the way it's framed is so bizarre. But yeah, as for masking, yeah, there's so much evidence around masking, but it's also true that the cat Q does get, it is like the RADSAR, for example. Like the RADSAR effectively measures anxiety and social stress. High scores on that predict anxiety, social stress more than they do autism, for example. Sure, okay, yep, fine. Similar with the cat Q, like the cat Q, particularly with like super high scores, tends to be more of a predictor of anxiety and social anxiety than it does. You're autistic. That's what it was, or ADHD. But it's like pretty good. And I'm supposed to be the black and white one. There's like variability there. I think a lot of the drive for this weird social conversation that we seem to be having is a political one, and it's kind of I get why governments wouldn't want, you can cut down the autism assessment waitlist in England by only allowing each NHS region to have 3 people on it at any one time. That's a real thing, by the way. All of a sudden your waiting lists are very, very short because the queue in each NHS local region, just smaller than a trust's region, but it's still quite a large area. It's thousands of people. Only having 3 spaces. It's artificial way of limiting. It's bizarre. It's like during COVID, let's not test anyone, and then obviously it's gone away, right? It's that sort of thing. It's not a political thing. It's just, thanks, Sabes. I haven't forgotten these were here. Yeah, it's just like that. Whatever. Most recent one that I was working on actually is the whole eye thing. I don't know if any of you have noticed there's been a lot of stuff in the media about an eye test, which is quite funny for me because of the whole eye thing I've been going through. But there's a new idea about an eye test which can predict autism in kids. Take flash a light into their eye and wow, all of a sudden, they're probably neurodivergent, that sort of thing. Yeah, that's an interesting one to go into. I already have. You can wait for the video if you want, but it's just... I'm laughing at the sheer desperation. This is my fault. I put a treat on her neck. I shouldn't have done that. The sheer desperation of... I don't know who's of just needing to have some sort of cure for autism. You've got to spot autism. And the problem is it's far too heterogeneous. And Hydra, can I help you? Yes, I can, can't I? I can dispense these. Anna Ferret has arrived, everyone. About the eye test. Oh, the eye test. It's... The researchers never claimed that they are identifying autism or anything like this, or they have a screener, a quick and easy screener. They do talk about it. The idea is that this is Ferret. Here she is. She's a much longer ferret than she used to be. Yes, I'll put you down now. Yes, fine. Yeah, she saw treats. She's like, oh, the treats are actually out. Oh my god, must eat them. Must eat them. Yeah, I have a video in the works, a little film about the eye thing. It only interested me because of my own eye thing. It's like, oh, eyes, retina. Oh, interesting. Okay, cool. Well, let's do this then. So you can expect a little video on that too. There's other things I'm not going to tell you about because I want them to be a surprise. Happy surprise. There you go, Ferret. Oh, all hail, Princess Polly of Fluffy Butt Castle. Princess Polly has arrived. If I get any more, you'll just be black and white. I evaluate and treat people for ADHD, and it frustrates me how many... Oh, I've lost your message. I can get it from over here, but I have to zoom in. And to zoom in, I need keyboard and mouse, and I don't have it right now. Unless you forgive me for putting my face next to the screen. I've lost it. Someone said that they do ADHD assessments. I'll happily respond to your comment and read it out. But it's gone. It's gone off my screen. I'm sorry. I've lost it. Love to have white cats at home. Are your white cats deaf too, Melissa? So Polly is deaf, but her brother Gibson is not. Polly's very cute. She's also very, I don't want to say weird, but you know, weird is fine. I'll reclaim the word weird. Yes! Dr. Cruz 91. I don't know if you want to like copy paste your comment again. It's not. Oh, I've seen it. I evaluate and treat people for ADHD, and it frustrates me how many screening tools there are that completely miss the nuance and neurodivergence. Well, yes, indeed. Like, there's conflation in some of the screening tools too, for obviously autism plus ADHD, which is relatively predominant ratio-wise, compared to just classic autism or just straight ADHD. That also confuses the thing. Like a lot of it is kind of like your own professional experience, isn't it? I don't think we can come out and go, no, I can't accept any evidence from your internal experience. It's like, well, okay. And it is true, by the way, there are aspects of, like assessment centers and things that will not, or they won't weight heavily, and if, you know, your own personal internal experience, each to their own, I suppose. In fact, the whole autism assessment thing or ADHD assessment thing is so variable depending where you go. There's so much variation. Like, I get that so much stuff is really difficult, but I think at the end of the day, people, correct me if I'm wrong here, I'm extrapolating my own experience, but people want to be understood. People want to, they want to know how people want to be supported. People want to be understood. I think it really comes down to those two main things. I don't think necessarily invalidating people helps in that respect. Like, it's like the anti-self-diagnosis thing. I just don't know how I would. I can't imagine, you know, given the cats and stuff and work obligation and just life and the busyness of just life, that I would ever have time to sit down and rant online about, like, oh my God, some teenager thinks that they might have ADHD and, you know, blah, blah, blah. Like, I just don't know why we just can't let people be. And yes, I suppose it is true that some people will be they'll be mistaken. Okay. I'm sure they'll figure it out in the end. I prefer to be misunderstood and marginalized. Oh, yeah. Like, the supports as well. Like, there is some what? Oh, yeah. There's some unhinged shit going on at the minute, which I don't want to talk about. That makes for an entertaining live stream. Hey guys, guess what? There's some crazy shit going on. Moving on. It's like, it's not. It's to do with consent and stuff. There's some new legislation around consent, which I will think about and consider before going on an ill-informed rant. It's not ill-informed, but you know what I mean. A less informed rant than perhaps an informed rant. Right? There's a difference. Anyone ordered messes and COPD on ADHD, CPTSD are real. Yeah, sure. I think something where professionals can be incredibly helpful too is, you know, someone might think that perhaps they have autistic traits, but also human traits. So it depends on expression of behaviors, and you know, it depends on culture as well. Like, it's so weird. We're very special people with very special personalities. Correct, Melissa. Also, you may have forgotten useful personality variants. Don't forget the useful personality variant as well. I know she's kind of like ripping on IT people. I feel like the useful personality variant that makes her Wi-Fi router work. I just wonder. Maybe they shouldn't have done. Maybe they shouldn't have fixed her Wi-Fi router. Maybe they should have just left it off. I guess people might think that about me, so you should be a bit careful about that one. Unremarkable childhoods. I think the thing about the unremarkable childhoods thing that pissed me off, which I tried to hold back in my video, was that she was told, as in like she understands that, you know, this swathe of people have unremarkable childhoods. She's been informed. I forget what the words were. It's in the interview. You can go listen. It's like, oh, she's told that they have unremarkable. I just wonder who told her that. I can't imagine Simon Baron Cohen picking up the phone and calling her and saying, "Hey, guess what? Yeah, you know all those late diagnosed people, mostly women. Oh, they've got unremarkable childhoods." And she goes, "Oh, really? Have they?" Over a macaroon and a cup of tea, and then they just move on with it. I just wonder, like, who told her that they have you have unremarkable childhoods. I just wonder where that came from. What did Luce say? I didn't see. I've only got like Luce, absolutely. Well said, Luce. Yes, Luce. And it's like, did Luce say something that maybe I might want to read out or read for myself? Sorry. I don't want to be useful. I want to be valid. Indeed. He's being bullied unremarkable. I didn't think my not so unremarkable. I think I might not so unremarkable childhood regularly. Can't even imagine what an unremarkable childhood looks like. I do wonder, right? I was a bit like, okay. I think what she means, and I have to put words in her mouth here. I think what she means, I'm trying to put myself in her Afghan. I think what she's getting at is no intellectual disabilities / learning disabilities. Learning disability in the UK. This is different from dyslexia, dyscalculia, blah, blah, blah. This means, and I hate this measurement, I've made a video on it, but it means an IQ of less than, and depending on which country you're in, there are different grades, like less than 75, less than 50, blah, 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 blah. Okay. In fact, that group, intellectual disabilities, learning disabilities, have had a big problem lately regarding consent and implied consent. It's absolutely nuts, by the way. I'm really angry about it, but I want to get my words in a row before I say them out loud. I just think I started off being a little bit open-minded, I guess, towards this whole profound autism thing. You may not believe me. That's okay. But I've I would struggle to change my mind on this now. And that is that profound autism is a bit of a cult. It's almost like a euphemism. It's weird. It's really strange. And the label really doesn't help people who perhaps need third sector support, for example, or perhaps need residential accommodation, but otherwise can wash and clean and look after themselves, blah, blah, blah. Profound autism excludes people from paid financial support on the basis of being too quote unquote smart, which isn't, it's just what? But got so cat Q for funsies, see my scores below average. Yeah, actually, do you know something that I think the cat Q is useful? I think this is true for all of you. It's true for me as well. Because the cat Q is quite... well, the cat Q is validated, but again, it's not validated like I would trust it with my life sort of thing, but it's pretty good. I mean, you know, in a show me something better kind of way. You could take the cat Q every year, right? You could take the cat Q regularly yourself. Just, you don't need to share it with anyone, just do it yourself. And you could literally chart. You could possibly predict burnout using a tool like the cat Q regularly. I don't know if you'd end up sort of like memorizing the sort of your responses. But if you didn't, if you have a terrible memory, the cat Q could be a really useful way of sort of predicting your sort of baseline kind of pressure, if you will. Yeah, take the cat Q every month, every 3 weeks, every sort of 3 months or whatever. You'd end up with a really interesting chart. You get 3 lines with the cat Q. You get 3 data points, and you see them move over time. And that would be fascinating. I wish I could have the cat Q automatically done for me and then just logged to a little CSV file somewhere. I think that would be fascinating. I could go back and go, fuck me, that was difficult. That was a very difficult time in my life, etc. You'd be able to start pulling these things together. That would be really fascinating. But I couldn't do the cat Q like that because I'd figure it out. I'd be accused of reverse engineering it. I had that accusation thrown at me during my autism assessment time, by the way. Oh, you're just going to reverse engineer it. And it's like, well, so, I mean, so what? Does that mean, just because I want to know how stuff works doesn't mean I should never go through it. So yeah, it was that dude. Hey, Miss Pat. Let's start a petition for what? Mike, I'm a great voice for autistic people. Oh, I'm not. Listen, I'm really not. I'm a guy on YouTube, a YouTube channel. I'm not. How much emotional vulnerability is a good thing to be when you're a content creator? I don't know. I speak to other content creators about this a lot, but I will be emotionally vulnerable with you all for a second. And that is that I don't really know where my channel, this whole thing, this whole enterprise starts and where kind of disability advocacy begins. I don't know where that is. I don't know where that line is. I'm not trying to quote unquote do disability advocacy here. I know, right? Would it change? I don't know. Does that change anything? I don't know. I don't know where I'm. So why the channel banner just says Mike and autisticat? So it doesn't really. I'm not trying to say I know everything about autism because I don't. And I don't know what I don't know. I am trying to plug my unknown knowledge gaps. I have some plans that you guys are going to think of as pretty cool. I know you will. Along the lines of my ABA documentary. To kind of plug some of my unknown unknowns. But I don't know. And I'm not trying to say, hey, I'm not trying to speak over anyone. I'm not. I don't believe in that whole bullshit. But I'm not trying to... Do you know what I'm trying to say? I'm not saying, hey, come to this channel. I know everything about autism. Hey, watch this thing and you'll know everything about autism too. So that's bollocks. And, you know, how does a guy go from knowing that he was basically, okay, so I'm not completely fucked up, I'm not completely broken, oh, I'm autistic, to then starting an autism YouTube channel and then telling the rest of the world what autism is? You know. Nikki Bishop, you can totally do that. And you totally got this. And I'm so glad to have played a small part. I'm honoured, actually, that I was a small part in your journey. You've got this. By sharing experience and respect for educating the public. I think there's maybe an element of that. I just try to do it as intellectually honestly as possible. Maybe that's the brand, right? Sorry, I've just got polyfur. Where if you're not allergic to cats, I think poly would make you allergic. I think you are, though, putting the autistic view into the public space as advocacy. I think I represent a little slice of the autism spectrum. And I'm conscious to not fuck it up in that respect for other people. But and I think I push back against some absolute crap. I think the Frith stuff and whatever else is going on, it's just like, come on. Showing autism as lived experience. I do try. I don't think anyone can accuse me of being like not being authentic. I don't really know how much more authentic I could possibly be without, you know, obviously I have a tendency to overshare, so I'm trying to be professional around that and cut out some little areas that don't get overshared. But you know, I think taking you guys into the operating theatre is possibly oversharing. I possibly didn't need to do that. Twice. I am the whole spectrum. Loose. Yeah, facts and logic don't really win, though. Like, I think you appreciate the logic, but the world doesn't. The world works on rhetoric. So, and rhetoric is really hard to do with a straight face. Like, I really struggle with the whole kind of like rhetoric bullshit sales thing. Like, it's really hard to do. I am clicking the pen. Yeah. Elmoon Light is correct. I am doing this. I didn't realize you guys could see that. Hear that. No, I actually do appreciate you mentioning that. I do appreciate it because I don't have my headphones in or anything, so I can monitor my audio. I just don't want to. So yeah, thank you for monitoring my audio for me. Please put the clicky pen down. You're a little bit in the past there, Lissa. I've done it now. It's gone. The clicky pen's gone. You're saying what we do with this. Yeah, interesting. If someone survives eye surgery, yeah. Yeah. We can build rhetoric and other facts. Yeah, I think this is possibly something that we are quite bad at, I think, as a royal we, as should I say, a group, a homogenous mass. Just you know, a million meat bags. I think we're quite poor at this in terms of like rhetoric is like something you have to be really good at. You have to be able, I'm aware with the pen click in that a lot of you will have like headphones in and shit. And so I'm literally clicking a pen in your ears and I'm really sorry about that. Won't happen again. Might happen again. Just sorry. Maybe I should be monitoring the audio, but I'm not. It's just like, it's one too many things to do. It's really hard to like, this looks easy, but it's actually quite difficult in terms of like mental load because it's like, it'd just be another thing. If I were to listen to if I were to monitor, even though it's super low latency, so I wouldn't be hearing echoes, whatever. But if I were to monitor myself, it would be like, oh my God, that's another thing. This is why I like try and get the settings right. Then I just can forget about that thing. And I can try and get the settings right here and I can forget about that. And do you know what I mean? You just silence dim toy. Yeah, well, I mean, Quinn brought me there, so it's like Christmas. This is not silent. It's a bit less offensive than a pen, though. Yeah, it's a safe space unless you're allergic to cats. Or strong opinions, loosely held. Actually, that's not true. Quite strongly held, I think. You know, I'd be quite happy to, at this point, I feel like I'm reasonably well armed. I could have a debate on profound autism. I feel like I know, I'm not saying I know the lived experience. So, you know, obviously there are autism parents that are like, oh my God, my life is really hard. And it's like, shit, my heart goes out to you. Big time. And all the support, you know, I'm there for you. I mean, we're on the same team in that respect. I'm quite happy to write to MPs and say, hey, you need to support these parents. They're really struggling and they need respite and they need care and they need support. But that's very different to something like profound autism, which is just bollocks. Stefan, I don't know that it came from AliExpress, but it's possible. I know Quinn does like AliExpress. Having said that, this is like really nice quality. I really like it. It's an infinity cube. Apparently they're quite popular. Having said that, Quinn does like his Ono roller, and I know those are quite pricey. I literally don't have one. Like, I don't know. If Ono roller or whoever they were, Ono, you know, reached out to me and sent me stuff, I would just give it away. Like I've got some stuff to give away actually, just off camera. I prefer to give stuff away, to be honest. It's quite nice, makes people happy. I wasn't offering to give this away. But if you send me something, I'm not going to give it away. But like, maybe. You need sliders, mate. Check them out. I will do. I don't want to throw it back at you because I'm going to forget this conversation. So I tend to forget what the live stream's about after the live stream. I can't remember. I really struggle to remember unless I secretly write stuff down. Sometimes we do like Drawful, and I'll write some custom prompts for that. It's a bit like Pictionary, or it's a fun game. Anyway, and I tend to think about like writing stuff that like links back to the streams or the videos, and I forget what I've done. And it's because literally the cognitive load of doing live streaming, it just means that I forget what I've done. Like those of you that drive, like if you go on like a 2-hour drive, you can't remember the drive. You forget it, don't you? You can't remember the drive. You can remember it, but you can't really. You can't be like, oh, what did you pass half an hour ago? I don't mean like super specifically. I mean just like in general. Like you just forget. Like as an example, like I've traveled back and forth to England like 10 times, and I forget like when did I meet Quinn? And it's one of those sorts of things. Because you've got so much going on, your cognitive load, your brain just doesn't write. It doesn't write stuff out to the disk drive. It just holds it in RAM and you forget it. Live streaming's like that for me because the cognitive load is quite high, so I just forget it. I don't remember what the stream's about. Taylor always has the fancy toys. Yeah, what's she got? What does she like? It's very Rubik's Cubey. You think when you hold it in your hands, Helena, that it is a Rubik's Cube, but it ain't. You can't do the Rubik's movements with it. You can only do this. Now, Quinn is very fast at this. Quinn spins this around like a gang member, an 80s gang member spins a switchblade, you know? Quinn's like... And I'm just like, I'm so discoordinated. I wish I had better coordination. I really do. Welcome to all of Mike's new subs. Yeah, hey, welcome. By the way, if you are just lurking, hey, welcome. Welcome to all of Mike's new subs indeed. Hey, how's it going? There's a roller fan. Yeah. I think Ono Rollers is a little bit, yeah, it's a strange brand because it does look like Ono, doesn't it? But like, yeah, okay. They're quiet, aren't they? Ono Rollers. Right, I said I was going to make tea, right? Yeah, 2 minutes. There'll be a 2-minute break. It's not long. It's 2 minutes. It probably won't even be 2 minutes, but just remember to hydrate. This is your opportunity. Go get yourself a drink or something. Don't let me be on my own here. Right, I'll do this. I'll do this. Actually, no, I'll do this. Press the right button. There we go.
Come on, soft, turn the key and cooler on. Push the pause for relief. Free pass, you don't even have to ask to be the cat in the sun. Someday I will see the whole deal through today. I've got better things to do, okay, to leave a little bit undone and be the cat in the sun. Be the cat in the sun. Set aside every empty spreadsheet line and loosen up on the grind. Simmer down, settle back and mess around. Be the cat in the sun. Someday I will see the
Oh my goodness, I just slid back. I'm here. Like, look at that. Look at how professional that is. I literally got back, literally just enough time. Like, look at the tea, it's still steaming. Yeah, because I know what I'm doing now. I'm professional. Literally, I slide into the kitchen, slam on the kettle. Actually, I pick up the kettle first and judge, has it got enough water? Make sure it's got the right amount of water in it. Slam the power button so that's boiling away while I'm getting everything else sorted. Oh, professional. So good when stuff like that works out. And I get back in, it says 2, 1, just like a bomb's going to go off. Talking of bombs going off, anyone know about the Monty Hall problem? That's a fascinating one. The Monty Hall, Yorkshire tea, obviously, the only tea. There is only one kind of tea. It is just, look at that, look at this. Not sponsored, by the way, just, I drink a lot of Yorkshire tea. A lot of Yorkshire tea. Is Wendy on the chat? Is Wendy watching? Wendy, I've got, this is because Wendy will watch it later. Actually. I've got your little tea wallet, and I load that with decaf tea. So when I was in England, it was like open the cat wallet and take out a tea bag, and it's like now I have my decaf tea because it's decaf tea at night time. Yeah, the Three Doors one. Yeah, the Three Doors one. That's an amazing because it's so counterintuitive. Wendy, I'm here. Hello. How are kitty cats, Wendy? How's the fan? Don't dox yourself. What have I done here? I use microwave to heat up my water for tea. Do you? Well, at least you're not heating up milk in there. I think sometimes on live streams, I don't finish my tea and I'll put it in the microwave and heat it for 30 seconds. But I mean, yeah, the 3-door thingy, it's just so interesting. Like once you know how that works, the car and the 2 goats or whatever, you know, the 1 prize and then 2 non-prizes. Once you know how that game works, it's like, oh, you completely understand it. But before you do, it's so counterintuitive. I might put up a few of these little like brain teasing things on the streams during the breaks, maybe. My desk is 2 mugs of water from yesterday's coffee and a third cup of coffee today. Well, at least you have the water. I couldn't, if I had a cup of water here, right? I couldn't trust it. That's the problem. I can't trust, like, if you leave a glass of water or something around, I can't trust it because a cat will just, and some of the cats will try and drink tea as well. So, you know, like Hydra will come up to the tea and then she'll put her whole, sometimes quite offensively dirty paw into the tea and pull it out. And then she'll walk off. What she's basically doing is like, I like Yorkshire tea bags, not Yorkshire pea. Growing up, I had a cat obsessed with coffee to the point where she'd try and lick your mouth if you had coffee breath. Oh wow, that's really funny. They do that. Like cats get these weird, should I say special interests? Should I say special passions? And yeah, they get these like weird things, and they're like super interested in that thing. It's very funny. This is how I know they're autistic. Do you guys want a video about like autistic traits in cats? Or I got the book something like All Cats Are Autistic or something like that from, I got it from the Amazon, and it wasn't a great book. It had nice pictures in it, but it wasn't. I'm like, oh, is that it? That's disappointing. I need more details. It's like it's been made for an holistic audience or something. I'm like, no. I need 200 pages of how cats are autistic. Go for it. Okay. Thank you for the encouragement. I feel like a little bit of fun, light-hearted would be good. Just because there's so much stressy stuff. No, they just have specific personalities. Yeah. Useful variants. Your distant tracing cats. Well, look, I'm partly joking, but has anyone seen the autistic dog thing? Has anyone seen the autistic dog thing? Dogs can now be autistic, scientists discover. Oh, I haven't looked into that. I don't know, but it's just like, oh my god, it just sounds like junk science. A sample size of 16 is pretty significant. Okay. Autism explained by cats. What? Instead of ducks? Instead of ducks. Do you want autism explained by ducks? I could probably do it. We've got a couple of ducks. I could probably explain autism with a duck. I don't know. Still a good duck, right? Is that trademarked? We have to say that. Still a good duck. Does anyone watch those videos? The blah 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 explained by ducks. Autism explained by ducks. ADHD explained by ducks. Blah 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 blah. Has anyone seen those videos? Well, if you don't count Curly, it's 16. 16 domestic cats. Still a good duck. Autism explained by peacocks. We could do that too. Good channel. It's probably not trademark, but wholesome. The duck ones are funny. The duck walked up to the lemonade stand. Still a good duck. They're amusing and nice. I've seen a few now. So you guys mentioned them, and that's what made me look. I'd seen the thumbnails before. Just literally a clip art picture of a duck and like something explained by ducks. I've just scrolled past it. I ain't got time for that shit. You guys mentioned it, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll go watch them. And I've watched a whole bunch of them. They're funny. They're funny. They're funny. Vanny, chill. You're all right. Congratulations on the autism. 28 is a baby. You're still super young. I hope things improve for you. I'm glad you've got internet. That was make the time go a bit quicker. But yeah, you're still very young. 28 is very young. You've got so much time. Part of me wishes I was 28 again. But 28 with my current knowledge and like my current mind. 28. Oh. I have stories another time. The cult's examined by ducks is good. Beware shiny golden ducks and geese are so geese. Okay, cool. I believe our cat is ADHD. Oh. I'm kind of I am surprised at how people tell me that the channel sort of helps them and stuff, and it's the nicest thing in the world to hear. It makes me cry, and I'm not even joking. That's a medication alarm. But like, yeah, like, it's all you guys. Like, I don't try and be validating on purpose, if you know what I mean. I don't know. It's so hard to explain. I do say things sometimes that upset people, and I don't mean to upset people. It's not the upset. I'm not chasing upset. That even applies to people that have pissed me off, like the whole profound autism thing. It's not that I want people to be upset or whatever. I kind of want people to be happy and move on. But it's like, yeah. My medication alarm went off too. Well, obviously, actually, hang on. People set timers on the hour, right? That means that around the world, people are setting timers on their hours, meaning, statistically, how many alarms went off just 1 minute ago? I'm going to say like 900,000. Easily. No, it has to be millions. Because of waking up. It's people's wake-up alarms. People set wake-up alarms, so it's got to be millions. Every hour, there must be millions of alarms that go off. All around the world. Isn't that funny? And I think a lot of people will be using similar ringtones and alarm sounds too. It's got to be millions. It's got to be millions. Specifically at certain points of the day. So I think 9 p.m. GMT, BST is a really key one. That's going to catch quite a few time zones. There's going to be some really big peaks there. There's tens of millions going off then. It's really funny. Intentional validation is disingenuous. Yeah, I think when I was really struggling processing an autistic identity, I guess I was looking for any sort of validation for a while. You know, when your head is just spinning and stuff doesn't really like just your head is spinning. Like the whole world is, what is relevant to you is very small and very close to, no further than your own nose almost. It's very hard to explain, especially off the cuff like this. If I'm doing a YouTube video, I'm sitting there thinking like, actually I'm usually walking and thinking. I'm tap on my phone. But like, I think if you, as in anyone listening, anyone in the world really, invalidates another human being, adult particularly, ignore children for a second, just stick to legal adults. You have to be on really good grounds to in order to do so, right? So, for example, when I had my autism assessment, they were explaining that like, hey, look, if at the end of the process, we don't think it's autism or whatever, we won't just leave you hanging. And I'm like, please, thank God for that. Just whatever, signpost to me, whatever. To whatever services you think could be helpful. But like, I'm kind of like at a bit of a loss now. I'm really, you know, and I think that's really helpful. I think, for example, if somebody, for example, an adult, goes through the wait lists and presents themselves something like an autism diagnosis, it's not like you're not autistic and then just like chucked out like a closing time at a bar or something. That it's not the kind of invalidation, but it's specifically signposting. It's like, hey, okay, we don't think it's this, but we think it could also possibly be this, could be this. Let's work through this first. I think that's really important. I don't think, particularly for a content creator like myself, I've gotten to know some of you quite well. We've gotten to know I went private, Noreen. The NHS was not an option here. There's no adult or NHS autism pathway. There is via CAMS, which is the mental health service. But even which I wasn't seen by, I'm not known to CAMS, but in order to go through CAMS, even if you're having a crisis, you're not necessarily going to be seen by CAMS because they're under so much pressure. Now, that's the backdrop, right? That's the room that someone like Uta Frith walks into with her immense privilege, really, and goes, yeah, I don't think you guys can be autistic. And it's like, well, hang on a second. Read the room, god damn it. Even if you go private, you're going to wait months. This is going to piss some of you off, but I had a 6-month wait list private. I know. I actually offered my space to someone else in the end. I actually, so the service that I used had a web page which basically gave you almost like a you are X in the queue sort of thing. It wasn't really in the queue, but it was like our current wait list is 3 months. Our current wait list is 2 months. You know, your position in the wait list is still 3 months, whatever. And I think I was kind of, well, I definitely said this by email. I sent them an email after my assessment. I had 3 assessments. Afterwards, I said, look, I know you're going to be stuck for time writing reports. So if you want to put me to the back of the queue in that respect, please go ahead. That's okay. I don't need my diagnosis letter. I don't need it for accommodations, for work or anything like that. I mean, I do. I want you to write that stuff. Just, you know, you can put me to the back of the queue. That was only after an assessment. Jansen, how are you doing? My good friend. I was going to contact you about a paper, but I managed to find it. I don't know why I just said that, but it's, yeah. Kitty in the Garden, correct. CAMS is child and adolescent mental health. That's correct, yes. There is no adult mental health service here. It's CAMS or the highway. So you can literally get an adult autism assessment referral on the NHS via CAMS or nothing. Pay for it. Join the queue with your credit card. Join the queue with your credit card. That's what you have to do. An narcissist entitlement. Oh, sorry. I think I'm halfway through a conversation there. Jansen, hey, extra. Dude, that's the first part of the middle part of what you said is not a bad thing. Like, you can be treated now. You'll find your energy levels a lot better now under treatment. I haven't, yeah, I was thinking about it the other day. I hope you're doing better. Sorry to hear that, dude. I waited a year, but it was sped up multiple times. I've got my iPad. For those of you who don't know, I'm not doing a Tom Cruise thing. I'm reading. I waited a year, but it's sped up multiple times. I wish I went private one chance. A year is super fast. Charlie. A year is almost unbelievably quick on the NHS in the last few years. Doing self-diagnosed autism test last year before formal diagnosis, I was shocked to realise that autistics like to walk with their tiptoes. Yeah, quite a lot of. I would even go beyond autistics and just say there are quite a lot of neurodivergents that like to toe walk or whatever. Definitely, I walk on my toes a lot. I'd put it down to just, you know, almost it's almost an interoception kind of thing. I don't. The way I think about a lot of these behaviours, right, my own particularly, it's like, so fucking what? So I'd be bullied as a kid, as a teenager. This is an adult too, but like, it's like, so what? Like, what's the harm? Other than ending up with like sores on your feet or whatever, yeah. There's that. There is a surgical treatment. You might know Connor from Love on the Spectrum. I believe, don't say Autistic have said this, Mike Autistic have said this. I was watching a Talk With Me Sis, which is his mother, Connor's mum and Tanner's mum, having a conversation, on a recorded conversation. I believe they were talking about Connor's surgery, which basically involves cutting some tendons to reduce or prevent toe walking, but obviously it causes other issues. So yeah, it's a thing. Like, don't pathologize it. You might end up with some like really good calf muscles, you know what I mean? Thanks, 28 feels late to me considering I was diagnosed with BPD at 14, hospitalised a few years ever since. I hope you get some answers and some peace, Fanny. That's my wish for you. The autism diagnosis will help. Like, there's a cathartic relief that seems to come with such a thing. And, you know, even if it's not an autism diagnosis, like, just the emotions, just the relief. It'd be so good if everyone could experience that. I know some folks that are sidewalkers, Charlie. ADHDers. Yeah, doesn't mean anything. But yeah, it seems to be a thing. Women that wear high heels basically toe walk. True. That, very true. Yeah, very true. Walking on tiptoes is considered girly. Yeah, it is. It's considered effeminate. I just think, who gives a shit? Like, an operation, yeah. Yeah, there's some tendons that can be surgically cut to prevent toe walking. How appalling. In my personal opinion, I feel like it's an objective opinion, but yeah, maybe wait until someone's an adult and they can decide for themselves if they would like their tendons cut. They can make that decision. They can go, oh, I don't like toe walking. I toe walk too much. I better have surgery for it. And then they can have that conversation with their doctors and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think you should just go, oh, I have an autistic child who's currently in ABA clinic and stuff, and we need to sort out all of these various behaviors. Make them more normal. It's a bit fucked up, really, isn't it, when you think about it? It feels like a Black Mirror episode. It literally feels like American Horror Story type shit. But, you know, maybe there's something I don't know. Maybe there's an unknown unknown. Maybe the devil lives in those tendons. Who knows? I'm being flippant, but maybe there's something I don't know, right? Unknown unknowns, you guys know about that, right? You know, what could it be? What unknown unknown is there? It's done for effectively cosmetic reasons. And it's, you know, and also it has effects on mobility in the future. I believe I'm sipping. I believe I'm slurping in front of a microphone. I apologize for that. I need to be a bit more aware. Declawing. Yeah, I suppose it is similar to declawing, really. Barefoot or toe walk. I think it's a sensory thing for me. I don't like being barefoot though. What's the reason to do physiotherapy to stretch tendons back to normal if it's necessary? Well, indeed. Is this the most boring stream ever? The stream should just be called Mike Reads. Quietly. To himself. Oh, this is a Denby mug. I'm a bit partial to Denby. It's from eBay. It's nothing pricey about it. Well, I think originally it was pricey. I think originally it was quite old. It was probably sitting in somebody's cupboard for like 50 years or something. But yeah, I do shop for stoneware on Vinted and eBay and stuff. The stream is just an excuse for everyone to chat at the same time. Yeah, mild chaos was promised. Mild chaos was delivered, Ashley. Not very interactive. Like a shirt. Thanks, Bar. It's cool, isn't it? I wore a different shirt actually to start the stream, and then I quickly ran upstairs and changed it. That's why I was late. Because it was a bit like, it was really tight and kind of formal, short sleeved as well. But I didn't want to wear it. I wasn't comfortable. Good colour, but the shape is all wrong. Why are you telling me that the shape of my shirt is all wrong? I think what you mean because like the neckline is quite plungy. Is that it? Because it needs to be like all done up like this with a little bow tie. I think I only get like ultra autism if I can do up the top button. I think that's where the autism is stored. I think autism is stored in the top button, just behind the bow tie. Hard to get on auto by cats. Yes, it is cat resistant. Plus, you look like Tom Cruise. I don't know how to say that. You want me to go jump up and down and scream? What's wrong with the shape? You mean the shape of the design? Or as in like the... It probably looks a bit weird if you're staring at it. It probably messes with your eyes. Chip is fine and casual. I think so. It's a hot day shirt, you know, because it's like super hot now. I think I've lost one of the buttons on the bottom. No, I haven't. Oh, no, it's okay. And Tom Cruise is tiny. He is. He also does his own stunts, which I do think is quite impressive. Indigenous Amazon. I did think so. I thought it was a little bit Aztec-y, right? I was complimented on my shirt today, but mine was just plain blue, so I didn't receive such praise. Maybe it just has a good fit. Maybe it's just a good fit, you know? I like the shape and colour of the mug and the combination of mug colour and shirt colour. Yeah. They're sort of muted colours. I don't know. I mean, I think like masculine fashion is a little bit muted. It's a little bit boy duck, isn't it? No, wrong way. A little bit girl duck. It's a bit girl duck. You know, I'm still looking for my sequin shirt. Devon Prod. Stop swearing in the chat, Yannicka. You should know better than that. Mike and Aztec Temple. What, being sacrificed? The show looks like an extravagant maze. Yeah, basically. It's just a maze. Sorry. Oh, right, okay. Sorry, I got a YouTube notification and it's like, you're not supposed to give me notifications on here. And it says, you have made a difference. It's because I hyped someone's video. Sequin shirts. Yeah, I think sequins look amazing. Don't you think? What color sequins? I don't know. I'm kind of open. Thinking dark blue, but I don't know. Maybe orange. I don't know. Yellow or red or blue. Not green or maybe. I need to. I need to look at shirts myself. Yeah, I think I need you guys to help me go clothes shopping. Perfect excuse for lack of eye contact. Your shirt's amazing. It's a bit of a maze. It's also kind of really floppy and casual and you know what I mean? Like it's just a. Do you know what it is? It's like the shirt equivalent of an Afghan. I think I'm dressing like Uta Frith. I think so. It's quite nice. It's good. It's great for the heat, you know. It's great for the warm day. Shopping with bike. Yeah. Well, it would just be like online shopping, wouldn't it? It'd just be like just browsing like eBay or whatever. Loose tea or bagged? Bagged. Easy question there. Next question. I can give you my wisdom. I can be like an oracle. Ask me questions. I shall answer them. Don't go for loose tea. It's too complicated. Unless you're doing a ceremony or something. Right, you're still unique and useful. Thank you. An interesting personality, apparently. Soup. You too, by the way. Interesting personality you have there. You have an interesting... Which is the best cat? They are all the best cat. They're just... custard cream or bourbons? Oh, shit. That's a good question. That's a really good question. Custard cream or bourbon? I'm going to go with bourbons. But it's close. And that's only because the size of the shape is quite pleasing. You can dip them better into tea if you really want to do that. You have to be brave, you have to be quick. I'm going to go with bourbon. But yeah, bourbon, custard cream are very close. Who else needs an answer for a question that may be bugging you? Is there something that's been getting... you need an answer to? Maybe I can dispense some... I don't know what the word is. Some je ne sais quoi. Important question. Why does Claudia Winkleman pluck her eyebrows? Pass. Do you have one of those cat treadmill thingies? No. No, I don't. I don't think our cats would play on those because they run around the cottage, you know. So it's like it's just one giant cat toy for them. If you didn't live on the Isle of Man, where would you most want to be and what best suits your preferences? Okay, so in terms of climate, it's got to be not too hot in the summer, right? Not too cold in the winter. It's got to be cozy. It's got to be near the sea. So nothing landlocked, nothing too far away from the sea. Lakes and things don't count. It has to be salt water. Ocean, yeah. Maybe... I don't know, because then, you know, like, do I speak the language? I suppose I could learn the language. I don't know. Maybe Australia, New Zealand, yeah. Maybe Australia, New Zealand. Australia, British Columbia is high on the list. Northern California, British Columbia, I could do that. British Columbia, you know, emphasis on the British. I can definitely do that. New Zealand, defo. Quite a lot of people leave the Isle of Man and go to New Zealand, by the way. Just thought I'd point that out. So it is a thing. Pacific Northwest. Yeah, Pacific Northwest. Maybe. I think California gives you... Sweden too cold. Yeah, when I say the ocean, I mean... I don't want to see any glaciers. Like, our ocean temperature is like 8 degrees Celsius. Between 8 and 12 predominantly. Favorite thing on the background shelf? Holy crap. On probably the diving helmet, honestly, or the megalodon tooth. The megalodon tooth actually isn't mine. It's actually my son's. I don't know if he's taken it. I think he's taken it, which is fine. No, it's here. It actually belongs to my son. This is my son's. Probably the megalodon tooth. But there's loads of cool things on those shelves from the Autisticats. There's loads of cool things. I could do a show and tell on the shelf. That's definitely a thing. Yeah, that's a good question. How many Lego sets do you have? No longer any. So when I moved to the Isle of Man, I gave them away. My dad, on the other hand, my father, he is very, very big into Lego, and he has a lot of, or shall we say, very, very large. So the Taj Mahal is probably the biggest one he's built, but he's built a lot. My dad is surrounded by Lego. He lives surrounded by Lego. I think it's insulation. Yeah, Father Mike, yeah. If you lived in Australia, you'd be near Orion Kelly. That is true. I believe Orion Kelly is in Australia. The Taj Mahal's pretty big. It's not like crazy big, but it's large. You need a big table or floor. Why isn't catnip scented deodorant body spray not a thing yet? Yes. I'm picturing your father with a massive Lego moustache. That's about right. That's so funny. That's made me laugh. I suppose you could do catnip. We've got catnip sprays. I suppose you could use it as a deodorant. You'd smell like hay though. You'd smell like dried grass. Like catnip is a really weird smell. Like, yeah, it's a weird dry grass smell. Favorite pasta shape is penne. It's got to be penne pasta. Don't mess with the other stuff. Too complicated, too messy. Doesn't hold the correct amount of sauce. Always penne pasta. Actually, I believe that might be a good question for the community tab. You know, because when I post a poll on the community tab, it gets like thousands of votes. It's like we should definitely like, what's your favorite pasta shape and why is it penne? You can make your own cats if you follow by cats. Oh yeah, I've got catnip sprays. We've got catnip and, you know, cat calming sprays and all this, all the stuff, all the sprays I already have. I don't think it would be a very good deodorant though. I think there was a question about collections, collecting things. Yeah, I do collect stuff. Yeah, cats mostly. You can use that influencer store a bit. Sorry. Other elbows and shells. Little Action Man bow ties are quite cool, but only like they look cool. Like for food stuff, the answer is penne. Just get penne. You can get nice penne, by the way. So why am I talking to you down here? I'm talking to the chat. The camera's over there. I'm reading the chat. Normally I read the chat up here and where the camera is. You can get like really nice penne pasta. So Tesco in the UK, other brands are available places with you. It's like in a blue kind of like a papery bag. I could probably go and get you some and show you. Make eye contact, Mike. So rude. I know. It's like one rule for me. You don't require eye contact. Not the eye contact police. Well, I mean, I'm getting better at looking into a camera lens now. I feel like I've like ticked that one off. I reckon I'm pretty confident doing that now. It's a weird thing to do at first. Lots of crowds, welcome. You're welcome. Thanks for being here. I should put wobbly eyes and glasses in order to fake eye contact. I have wobbly eyes. Do you guys not have? Do you? Hang on. Googly eyes. Everyone, like, if you can't put your hands on googly eyes immediately, like, what are you even doing? Like, if you can't access googly eyes, like, I have googly eyes on so many things. Look at this. This little ornament that hangs above my head. It's better with googly eyes on. Don't you think? That's better, isn't it? I can't focus on the googly eyes. The eyes move around too much. For the camera to focus properly, the eyes move around too much. I got given this as a present. It looks so much better with the googly eyes on. You have to imagine it with the googly eyes off. It doesn't actually have any eyes, by the way. It does now. I've got googly eyes on the light switch. I've got googly eyes on... Nina sticks them on things. So I don't, you know... I think she put googly eyes on the Nudibranch ones. Some of the stuff behind me used to have googly eyes on it, but I've taken them off. Looking directly into a camera feels like eye contact me very uncomfortable. Yeah, for sure. I get it. It's also that feeling of like performance and being perceived and so on. Oh, you're painting? Yeah. You should add googly eyes to the flying frogs. Oh, the flying frogs. That's just so much, yeah. The seas are googly eyes, yeah. Sabes. Sorry, Sabes goes like, I don't know if you hear the squeaking. Sabes. This is a robot vacuum cleaner. This used to have googly eyes on it, but they fell off. Googly eyes, they go on there. The googly eyes go on everything. Do you not put googly eyes on your cats? No, you can. You can put googly eyes on cats. So I'll show you. Snakes. So you put googly eyes on the back, and then it looks like an elephant. If you put two eyes here and here, it looks like an elephant. Like, that's where the googly eyes go. that go on the back. Ollie. A lot of people you repair them, and a lot of people put googly eyes on them. Of course, people put googly eyes on them. It makes them better. They work better with a name as well. Clean Victoria. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, Clean Victoria is really funny. Mammoths, exactly. Fluffy, yeah, exactly. Did the vacuum cleaner? Yes, the vacuum cleaner probably did eat its own eyes. Yeah, yeah. Which is an interesting thing to say out loud. That's the elephant one's raising. Exactamonto. Yeah, cool. Right. Well, googly eyes on the diving helmet. I don't think the diving helmet ever had googly eyes on it. That's not to say that it shouldn't. Where would they go? Our Robo-Vac is called Dobby, of course. With the Harry Potter theme. My vac is called Spud Boy. And has a sweet potato sticker. Oh, shout out to John Green's dog, Potato. Oh. Mine's called Dobby. Oh, we have another Dobby. Another house elf vacuum. Sorry, I'm looking down here. That's where the chat is big for me. Chat's tiny up here. Of course, the name of vacuum. I gave it a male name so my boys would have a good role model to look up to. Well, down to, right? Surely. Googly eyes on the sunglasses in an attempt to fake eye contact. Like that very good, very nice guy who sells the sunglasses that are like eyes. Those are freaky. Very good, very nice. Very good, very nice. Something about chicken nuggets. Right. Okay. So, sorry everyone. This is like, it's like watching a really old man trying to use his computer for the first time. What do I click on? What do I click on down here? Oh, there it is. That's what I click on. One of those. Yeah, thank you for turning up. It's wonderful. I'll see some of you on the Discord soon. We have done a 2-hour live stream, just as promised. There are some cool videos coming up on the channel, so please don't miss it. If you have missed stuff, well, shame on you. Don't miss stuff. No, I'm joking. There's a 2-part film about health issues and eyes and all that sort of thing, just vision stuff. You might find it super interesting. It's very vlog style. There's 500 clips in it. I know, I counted. You might go and enjoy those 2 films. They're kind of fun. Also, now is a good time to maybe plug the Discord server, which is awesome. Obviously, I would say that. So if you're a member of the Discord server and you like it, now is a really good time to say how much you like it in the chat. I'm just messing with you all. But that is true, though. We're going to go there, do the after party, probably in about 10 minutes or so. Just play some games. That like little Tweety Songbirdie games would be a good one, I think. I'm going to make a sandwich. There are more videos coming out. There's more films. There's one particularly on... Don't want to say. You have to stay tuned to find out. Click the subscribe button. Click the little bell. Internet friends. Thank you for being here. See you soon. Bye. Have they left yet? How many people left? How many people are on the stream? How many people are on the stream? 87. How many people left? Concurrent viewers. Hang on a second. I'm just going to click some buttons. 87. Hardly anyone left. Have you not got better things to do? Like, just scratching post is like that way. That way. Over there. Do you have difficulty with transitions too?